It's Monday, May the 16th, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB Podcast. I'm Vince.
I'm Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show, where we talk about all the cool things in the world, and if you didn't hear it here, that just means it wasn't cool.
Because obviously, we talk about the cool stuff.
Yeah, this week is a regular standard week, no review. Expect a smaller show, but we got tons of stuff still to talk about.
Yeah, man, I kind of went nuts on the picks.
You did. I got a couple samples in there as well, but first, we start off with cycling story time.
Yay!
Because I have a story for y'all. That's not a word I use.
Welcome to Texas.
That's not a word I use.
You put on your announcer voice and you became a fake person.
Gross. I feel like Ellen DeGeneres.
What? Oh, no.
So yes, I've been doing more cycling, as always. Yes. Found longer routes, been able to go faster, harder, work at it better. That's
better,
great.
Stronger.
Yeah, you know the drill.
That Daft Punk song.
Yeah. Lately, a lot of my routes take me to, if you live around the southern Ontario area, it takes me around to Burlington, around the bayfront there, the lakeshore.
That's far.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's far.
And Burlington's waterfront community has a very popular cycling community.
Okay.
And they have really cycling friendly roads and whatnot. Also a lot of senior citizens because it's like a chilled, relaxing, nice place.
Well, by the bayfront, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So I was in the bike lane. I was on I can't remember what road, but whatever. I was doing it. I was doing
it?
Yeah, I was doing it.
PG-13 podcast.
I was stomping on those pedals, you know.
Oh, gross.
Just smashing those KOMs.
Is that what the kids are calling it now?
Yeah, man.
It's disgusting.
So I was doing a reasonable effort. I wasn't going all out, but I was, trying to keep up a steady pace. And
another dog.
No,
Motherfucking dogs on their leashes.
No, you cannot predict what happens next. Two senior citizens on motorized scooters.
Okay, this is already great. This is already fantastic.
So I guess I realized that scooter has a very wide definition of what you think of when you say scooter, right?
Yeah.
So
when I think of Razor scooter,
like the fold up.
Yeah, fold up push scooter.
Okay.
Like when I want to look cool in the 80s, I collapse it, put it on my back.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
No. Motorized scooter is more akin to a Vespa. Okay. So like a very laid back motorized vehicle.
Yeah.
But not quite a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Two. These are clearly old dudes who you can tell with the hunches in their back. They're not the best people at walking.
Yeah, probably.
They've lost a bit of their physical ability. Anyways, they both go by me and I'm going pretty fast, and they go by me they pass me at the slowest possible speed they can.
Okay.
And they look at me and they're like, "Be a real man, get a proper bike." And then they dash off.
They told you that?
Yeah, but they laughed, but then they looked at each other and they started howling, and then they went off.
What a bunch of wieners!
And I was like, and at that moment, and I was pretty concentrated, right, doing a serious effort, and I just burst into laughter, and I was just thinking, man, if the roles were reversed, I would have done the same thing.
Wait, could you not pass them?
Oh no!
Did you not just blow by them?
No, I couldn't. I couldn't. They were going just fast enough to keep out of my threshold effort, but
man, you should have
I wasn't mad or anything.
Man.
I was just like, that's fucking hilarious.
It's too old, man. That's so why? It's so weird.
I don't know.
We live in Canada. This isn't the States.
I thought they were just joking around, so whatever.
They weren't.
Maybe not.
They're they have a board at home where they have a chalk or they keep tabs of everybody they've burned.
Yes.
That day.
Probably.
Yeah.
I should have paid attention because I bet they just were doing that to everybody.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, there you go. Come to Canada, friendly place. Great place for cyclists.
I guess. That's a real great advertisement for Burlington you did there. Just a stone's throw away from Toronto.
I mean, that sounds mean, but the meanest part about being a cyclist are other cyclists. So,
well, you've told me the vegan stories.
I know, but I just mean if you ever get into a community, especially the road community, they're very. It's not that they're mean, but no one has fun.
Are they elitist?
Yes.
Oh,
it's
that's lame.
You know how I tell stories where I see someone and I want to race.
Yeah.
But I'm not like that 100% of the time.
Yeah.
For them, it's like 100% of the time.
It's like, I just have to beat you.
It's not necessarily to beat you. It's like, this is a serious training effort. Don't interrupt me. Go. Or like, you know what freewheeling is? Basically when you stop pedaling.
Oh, and just like going down a hill and just like chilling?
If you're caught freewheeling on a descent by another roadie, they won't take you seriously. They'll be like, fuck you, get out of here.
You should lean back. You should put your legs up on the handlebars and just like hands behind your back, just chill and then look at them.
Yeah, no, it's weird because like sometimes I'll wave to them and they won't even turn their head.
They're like, ugh, freewheeling.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh shit.
What did I do?
Like I was going up a hill really slowly the other day, and two guys passed me, and they just gave me the dirtiest looks because I wasn't like smashing it up the hill. I was like, hey, what's going on? Nice day. And they're like, they didn't respond. They just looked, and it was like this look of disgust. I could see the disgust through their sunglasses, and then they just went up the hill like bullets ahead of me.
All right. So I have a cycling story.
Oh no!
I don't actually have a cycling story.
Okay.
I walked into a bike shop.
Uh-oh.
I went to go buy a water bottle.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I was standing there just long enough to where like water bottles aren't complicated things. They're a bottle, you put water in it, you squirt in your mouth.
Sure.
But I was very confused at the price tag going on at this shop.
Okay.
Because there was one that was touted as being a something chill bottle.
Yeah.
And then the other one was touted as being a something big chill bottle.
Yeah.
It was like $4 more, but the ounces were the same.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
But what happened is because I was staring at the water bottles for so long, eventually the owner of the store just gave me this look like, what is this idiot doing in my store that he can't decide between a water bottle in like half a second? And I was just like, no, your tag's wrong. Because like, why is this one this more if it's the same out? Then he's like, oh, and then he was just embarrassed the whole rest of the checkout. Like he just like couldn't look me in the eye. It's good stuff. So I understand you're like, even from the store, it does not seem like a fun community.
Yeah, I mean, like I assume if you're in it, like if you're part of a close-knit group, it's great. But then that's like every community, right?
Yeah, right.
If you're inside, it's great. If you're outside it's not
cool. Yeah.
But no, they're real mean.
Yeah.
Like
I think the only meaner I've ever seen, or I've heard at least, is the Magic the Gathering community.
Oh yeah.
These guys are ruthless.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
These guys are ruthless.
Yeah, but that's a long storied history, Magic the Gathering.
True.
And with that, we should move on with the show.
Okay.
Why don't you start off with the picks?
I'm gonna start. So back in the day, on that retro console, the Nintendo DS.
So retro.
There was a game called Phoenix Wright. And they're releasing the 6th one out here in the fall.
Oh, nice.
So it's like a quick thing. It's called Spirit of Justice.
I have a bad feeling about this.
It involves a new gameplay feature where you conduct a seance in order in order to solve cases. So it's like you use like, I think it's Maya.
I was gonna say, is she coming back?
I think she comes back and you use her like supernatural abilities to like help you solve cases, to conduct seances with the dead and stuff.
I still think that's one of the most darkest parts of my not childhood, but when I realized that video games could be dark.
Yeah, right.
It's when she died in the second chapter. I'm like, what?
Well, no, Maya's which one's the old? There's the older sister, then there's the middle sister, and then there's the really young sister. Those in the third game.
I guess Maya is the second. Who's the adult one? Mia?
Mia.
That's
it. Yeah, then Mia just like, oh man, thanks Mia, you helped me out. Second case, she's dead.
Murder.
Cold murder.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. But yeah, so this will come out in the fall. And man, it just says it's going to be a eShop exclusive in September. So no physical copy.
How do you feel about that?
I'm very disappointed.
Okay.
I want my physical copy.
Uh-huh.
Because there was... so I was going to talk about last week a incident that apparently happened with Apple Music to a producer. Mm-hmm. And I was... It seemed like kind of like ludicrous that this wasn't picking up more steam.
Yeah.
But as I was reading more articles to kind of see like what could have happened, a lot of it could seemingly be user error.
I was gonna say because I don't like because
So what happened is that this guy, whatever, I'll just quickly go into it.
Okay.
So what happened is this guy is a music producer. He had a bunch of music files on his computer.
Yeah.
And he subscribed to Apple Music. And so one day he decided, I think he canceled Apple Music, or he wanted to move some files or something. And apparently what Apple Music does is that it scans your library of music or whatever folder you have it set to scan.
Yeah.
It'll take the waveforms, match it up within their database, and then give you back the Apple Music database version.
Yeah.
Right? So you have just an instant library.
Yeah.
So what the guy was claiming is that Apple Music did that, then deleted the files off of his computer, which for him were in WAV files because he's a producer, so he works with lossless audio.
Yeah.
And then when he tried to recover them back from the server, they came back as MP3s or AACs.
Yeah.
And they pretty much, what he's saying is that they even stole original compositions that weren't done yet, put it into the library, and pretty much stole his music. And like, even though this seemingly is partially user error, and maybe something weird with Apple Music, like that is the future I don't want
for digital media.
Is of, I don't actually own anything. I'm just paying to license out something.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is what it feels like. In 20 years from now, am I going to be able to download like Phoenix Wright 6 or Dual Destinies or Harmonite, like that kind of stuff? Like, so I still like my physical copy because I get to keep my thing. And even though CDs aren't also a permanent form, like I still have it. Like I can take it upon myself to preserve it.
Interesting. So all this to say, you want physical copy of Phoenix Wright?
Yeah. Well, you said, how does that make you feel? Yeah. And that's a broad question. And I had to go into that huge thing because you said the word feel.
Okay. Sure. I mean, great. Great. It's great.
Great.
It's great.
I recently found a program that lets me rip for like PS2 games to my computer.
Yeah.
As like ROMs.
Yeah.
And I was like, sick. I can make like digital backups of all my PS2 collections.
Oh, nice.
Baller. So I've been in the process of doing that.
You have a lot of PS2 games.
I have a lot of PS2 games.
How long is this taking you?
A long time.
Where are you storing all this data?
On a portable hard drive.
Oh my god.
Also, for my portable hard... So I bought these portable hard drives that have like removable tops.
Yeah.
So it's just like these like SATA connectors pretty much. And I lost the USB 3.0 cable.
Oh no.
So I'm using USB 2.0 to transfer all this stuff and it takes forever.
First world problems, everyone.
I know.
I got a quick pick.
Go for it.
So, Top Gear fiasco happened a couple of years back now, I think.
Yeah. What was it? What's his face? Punched a dude in the face?
Yeah, and they're like, okay, well, we're done with Top Gear, blah, blah, blah. Top Gear's rebranded, or not Top Gear's rebranded. Top Gear is relaunching itself with new hosts, and their show goes up May 29th, I think. That's when their show starts with
Matt LeBlanc.
With Joey Tribbiani. And Chris Evans, but not the Chris Evans we know.
Oh, okay. Some British Chris Evans.
Some British BBC Two radio host.
Oh man, if Captain America and Joey Tribbiani were hanging out,
that would be interesting. But actually, small tangent. They actually hate each other.
The two hosts?
Yeah, they actually like really hate each other.
That's awesome.
And and I think reports are going out that like the new Top Gear is already going to crumble before it even begins.
Yeah.
Anyways, this has nothing to do with anything because my actual pick was Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, James May, the original Top Gear hosts.
Yeah.
The ones who signed a deal with Amazon, the ones who say it's going to go live later this year. They have a title for their new show.
It's called Second Gear?
No. And there's a show already called Fifth Gear.
Oh, okay. It's
called The Grand Tour.
Oh, that's a bit... Okay, wow. I don't even know how to think about that title. What yeah, like that doesn't say car show to me.
It doesn't, but to car fans it totally means a car thing. So do you know what GT cars are?
Like Le Mans cars?
Not necessarily.
Gran Turismo cars?
Gran Turismo is derived from a Grand Touring car.
Touring cars. Okay. I've never heard of Grand Touring cars.
So Grand Touring cars are like really expensive. Like every Aston Martin you buy, that's a Grand Tour. It's called a GT car.
What is there a difference between Grand Touring and touring?
Yeah, a touring car is more like a touring car is something attainable for our market to buy.
Oh, okay.
A Grand Tour is like it has the price and looks and styles of a supercar, but all the amenities of an actual car you would drive.
Oh,
it's not necessarily like it's an expensive exotic car, but it's one that you could live with. It's something that you would drive.
It's not a P1.
Exactly, like you could drive it across Europe, and it would be comfortable, and it would be luxurious.
Okay.
And it's and the reason I think that they went with this name is what are the best moments of those Top Gear episodes?
Road trip specials at the
exactly
end of the year.
when they each pick up a car and they take a grand tour across from point A to point B.
Yeah. I think the Vietnamese special is my favorite episode of maybe any TV.
That's a good special.
That was a good special.
That was a great special. They were on motorcycles.
They were on like they weren't even in cars. Clarkson was out of his element.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was a good sequence of events. But yeah, so this sounds amazing because it doesn't seem like they're gonna go just do box standard car show. They're just gonna do what we want to see because apparently they have like the infinite budget resources.
They have Amazon money,
and they're just gonna take grand tours.
Yeah, I guess
because a lot of the, I guess behind the scenes footage they've been tweeting out, are them in really expensive cars across the world.
Oh, okay.
And then like lately they've just said, where do you want us to go next? And so they just put out a poll. So it's cool.
All right.
I'm excited to see the show.
I'm more excited to see this show. Before I was kind of like, okay, new show.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Like that actually has me excited. If it's just like, here's the specials each episode.
Yeah. Sounds good.
My next pick is another release date for a game that is very near and dear to the TNIAB crew's hearts.
Tomb Raider.
Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Generations nails down a July release date. So they have announced that it'll be coming out July 15th.
Oh, 15th.
Yeah, that they have Capcom confirmed it in a press release.
Capcom presents.
And also, they will be selling a Monster Hunter Generations themed 3DS. Kind of just like the Fire Emblem one that was
I was going to say kind of like the last Monster Hunter 3DS.
Oh yeah, they did do that one.
Yes.
So yeah, they'll do that. And so it's this really nice blue. It's kind of got this like gaudy Monster Hunter Generations logo right dead center.
Oh, that doesn't look too cool.
Yeah, like if they, because the image in the background is like the silhouette of like one of the monsters.
Yeah.
If they didn't have that like just giant black logo right there, like I think it'd look a lot cooler. Mm-hmm. But it's a nice blue. Like
that's the same blue they used for the Fire Emblem Awakening 3DS.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought that thing was like gold and silver. Oh no, that's Fates.
No, Fates.
No, sorry. Awakening, the new one. What's the new one?
The new one's Fates.
Yeah, they had the Fates.
The Fates one edition. Was black and white.
Was it black and white?
Yeah,
it wasn't gold.
The top was black, or the top was white, and the bottom was black.
There was no gold or silver on it.
Nope.
What am I thinking of that?
I don't know. A sticker.
Maybe. Okay, yeah. They're having a brand new 3DS, and it won't come with the game, the 3DS, and it won't come with the Fire Emblem DLC.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to get that separately.
The Fire Emblem DLC?
Yeah, it seems
the Fire Emblem DLC.
Yeah.
We're talking about Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is Fire Emblem DLC.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because they're gonna have Marth costumes.
Okay.
And you can be Marth.
Wait, if you buy these games, they come with a DLC?
It doesn't seem like it.
Then
the wording of this article seems. I'm reading it off of the Polygon statement. It seems so. It won't include, however, Monster Hunter Generations will be sold separately, as will its Fire Emblem themed downloadable content.
I see. Okay, that has nothing to do with the story. They only put that there so you click to it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, so July 15th, get ready to lose another 500 hours of your life.
Okay. Let's round out the video game handheld news stories because my next pick is, guess what? Trailer for Pokemon Sun and Moon was released, and we now know our 3 starters.
Man, these starters have been blowing up the internet.
It is 2016.
Yep.
And the internet reacted as I would have expected in 2016. It seems like Rowlet has taken Rowlet by storm.
No joke. Rowlet is killing it with his leaf bow tie.
Yeah.
So what were the 3 again? Like what are the just like an audio description, I guess, for people?
So Rowlet is the grass starter. He is a flying grass. He's an owl, as in hoot hoot owlet.
I get it.
Yes, but he's a Rowlet. He looks like an egg, to be honest.
Kinda,
like a light brown egg with some green featherage going on. And like a proper owl, he can do a full 180 with his head.
His head is like, what do you want me to do?
I heard the saddest analogy, but that his face looks like a female clit.
I have not heard that.
But now that you see it, you're like, fuck.
I have to go look at that now.
Yeah.
Sorry, youth listeners, for that description.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cool, I guess.
Yeah, he's an owl.
The next one is, I actually don't know their names.
Lytton?
That is the fire cat.
The fire cat?
Which is just fire.
Yeah, he's just fire and he's just a cat.
So basically it's a black cat with red...
Stripes?
Yeah. A bit. And I don't know if it has a mouth, but I know it has piercing eyes.
Yeah.
And... yeah. Fire cat.
He's just a fire cat.
And the last one is this water one called...
It's like a seal. I just forget his name.
Poplio. And he looks like the derpiest seal I've ever seen.
I'm going to start with Poplio.
Oh my god. He is the saddest Pokemon creation I've seen in a while.
What are you talking about? He's a cool seal. He's just chilling.
He looks like Porygon and Ditto had a baby.
No, he looks like Porygon and Dugong had a baby.
Oh yeah, he does. That's even worse.
Dugong, gong.
He's a sea lion Pokemon, only water. I don't know. I'm not feeling any of these starters.
Okay, so I heard a great thing on the internet about these starters is if you go... So is Howlet?
Yeah.
Which sounds like getting lit. Like, yo, you're getting lit.
Rowlet, okay. Lytton?
Lytton, still getting lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, let's go party, get lit.
Yeah.
And then Poplio sounds like the Popo. Poplio's a cop.
Yeah.
Trying to ruin our buzz. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I think of any of them, I like the fire one the best.
It's just a cat, though.
I know, but it looks like a bitchy cat, and you're like, oh,
that's all cats.
I don't know. But yeah, they're not really connecting with me. It makes me sad.
Yeah, I really like the island that was with this announcement, like showing off the area.
Yeah.
Of Pokemon. Like they're in like Hawaii.
Yep.
And it also seems like you're gonna have a lot more customization options when it comes to your avatar.
Yeah, changing your shirts and shit.
Yeah, sure. You have like 3 different shades of skin color you can pick, just to like cover all nationalities and stuff. It looks pretty cool.
At the same time, it's 2016. What the hell?
Yeah.
Like limited options still.
Still, where's my slider?
I know. Like one day, Pokemon's gonna reach the Elder Scrolls level of customization.
Oh, I hope so.
And I can't wait for that day.
Yeah, I want like Korean MMO levels of like I want to change my jawbone to be this much.
But where's my boob slider?
True.
Right? Because Nintendo's all about that.
True say. Okay, let's move on. This is going dark places. Yep. My next pick is about the Japanese gaming magazine Famitsu. They're pretty much like the biggest gaming magazine in Japan. They recently had their awards for 2015 games.
Yep.
In the middle of May. A little late, but I guess better late than never. And they came out with their award list, like what they've awarded people. So these are all Japanese. This is a Japanese focused thing. So like it's kind of interesting to see what their take is on like what's the most popular or what's the best game.
Right.
So I'm going to just quickly go through these. So the MVP award, which is just like the most valuable player, I guess, in the game industry, went to Kojima.
Oh, okay.
The Best Game Maker award went to Square Enix.
For what?
I don't know. I don't know what they did last year that would deserve that.
Oh, okay.
Best Character award goes to Snake in Metal Gear Solid 5. Or sorry, V. Favorite App award is Puzzle and Dragons.
All right, yeah.
Best Hit award is Monster Hunter Generations.
Cross?
Yeah, over there it's Cross. Innovation award goes to both Splatoon and Mario Maker.
All right, sure.
And then we got the big thing, the Excellence Prize.
Here we go.
Games that are shown for their excellence, and there's just a huge list of games here. So Bloodborne, Dragon Quest Heroes, The World Trees Woe, and The Blight Below.
That's one game?
That's one game.
Is that the Dynasty Warriors one?
I think so.
Okay.
Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King.
The remake?
I think so. I don't know Dragon Quest all that well, to be honest. I know there's slimes.
8 is the PS2 one, where you go Super Saiyan.
Oh, okay. Fallout 4.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised that was on the list too.
Okay.
Fire Emblem Fates.
Of course.
Grand Blue Fantasy. I don't know what this game is.
Oh, this was an RPG. I know what this is. Yeah.
Okay. Metal Gear Solid V.
Of course.
Monster Hunter Cross. Monster Strike.
Oh yeah, Monster Strike.
I don't know what that is.
I believe this is a Vita game.
Okay.
Like in the Monster Hunter vein.
Okay. There's also Shido Neko Project.
What cat game is this?
I don't know, but it's Shido Neko Project. There's Super Mario Maker. Tokyo Xanadu.
Oh, I've heard of this, but I don't know what this is.
Also, no. You'll love this. Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt.
Oh my god!
In Japan.
Oh my god, that Geralt, man.
Yakuza 0, which makes me excited for when it gets localized.
Okay.
And Yokai Watchbusters.
Is that like Ghostbusters?
I guess.
Shit.
And then the grandiose Game of the Year award.
Tell me all about it.
I want you to guess what you think it is. Based off, it's one of the games. Actually, it's not one. It's one of the games that was given an award.
Oh, so it's one of the things you've listed so far?
One of the things I've listed so far.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Puzzle and Dragons.
Splatoon.
Okay.
They gave Game of the Year to Splatoon.
Interesting.
And considering how big that game is over there,
not surprised.
I'm not surprised. That game is loved by like everyone in every age group over there.
Good for them.
They're just stories of like housewives playing that game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the roundup of the Famitsu Late Award Show about their 2015 titles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have anything else, or?
I did have one more thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
We just watched, before recording this, the Assassin's Creed movie trailer starring Michael Fassbender.
I did not realize that Michael Fassbender was in this movie, and I saw him, and I'm like, what is Magneto doing here?
Oh, yeah, I remember when they cast him. So, Anthony, what do you think, as the big Assassin's Creed fan?
What?
Between the three of us, you are the Assassin's Creed fan.
I like 1, and 2's pretty good. And then I played 3, and that wasn't bad. Or that was bad. And I didn't play anything else.
No, but you played Brotherhood.
I did play Brotherhood.
Did you play the one after that?
Nope. I played Brotherhood mainly for the multiplayer.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know, man. Video game movies. This...
Okay, I want you to remove the fact that you know this is a video game.
Okay.
And if you just were to see this trailer, what would you think?
There are some campy things about it. Just the way where it's like, where am I? Oh, you're dead. We killed you and brought you back to life so we could experiment on you.
Yes.
And you like,
wait. They killed him?
Or like he's like they killed him figuratively.
Okay.
Right? The fake lethal injected him.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, you're off the records because you're dead. You don't exist. And then the whole thing of like, what's this machine for? It's the Animus, to let you see into your ancestors' past. Why do you need me?
Yeah.
We don't need you. We need your ancestor 500 years in the past.
Yeah.
And like some of that comes off like real cheese.
Yeah.
But it looks okay. I'm definitely interested in seeing what they're doing because it seems like there's just a buttload of budget going on in this movie.
Yeah.
They're going to like some real exotic locales. They got really elaborate machine contraptions going on, which I don't know if they're practical or not, practical effects, but
yeah.
It seems like, going back into me realizing that this is a video game movie, it seems like they're changing up the Animus thing a little bit.
Well, we don't really know for sure.
Yeah, true. We don't know that much, but it, like, from the trailer, it makes it look like the Animus is like, it's not the bed that you lie on.
Yeah.
It's like a device that puts you into a dream state.
Yeah.
And then you are acting out what you're dreaming.
Yeah.
As your ancestor.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
But like,
which is weird though, because in that scene he also has the double daggers equipped.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't need that.
They just give him double daggers in real world version of him, not fake. I'm like, why? What?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know. I want to believe that at that moment it's something like his body is like paralyzed and he needs that. He needs the
machine to move around.
Yeah, because they're being attacked in real worlds or something.
Okay. I hope that the movie does what the game didn't and play around with real world stuff more. Because that's always been the most interesting part of Assassin's Creed to me.
It used to be for me. It used to be.
Oh, I haven't, like, his Black Flag, like, any different?
No, I just mean, like, even if you've just played 1, 2, and 3, like, the real world stuff, as cool as it is, it's never been the focus of those games.
It hasn't been the focus, but I want it to be.
Yeah, like, that's not the game to play. But yeah, I think the trailer looks cool. I think it looks like a cool summer action.
Yeah, like, I'm totally down to see it.
Yeah.
Just, if for anything, just to see if video game movies have evolved in any way.
Yeah. The only thing that really threw me off, and you already mentioned it, was at the beginning when they're like, you're dead and we need to get the memories of your ancestor. And I'm like, that's the only part of the trailer I was like, okay, now this seems a little out there, a little cheese.
Yeah.
I wonder how that concept will be received with the general public or the general mainstream audience.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it seems cool. I don't know. I don't feel like we're still in that age of video game movies are going to be garbage. Or at least I don't feel like they're in the whole era of the expectation is them to be garbage. Uh-huh. I feel like it could, like, they should and they can be worth seeing. Otherwise comic book movies would still be garbage.
True.
So I have every expectation that this thing could be great, but
and, like, I don't know. I kind of trust Michael Fassbender. Like, I don't think he'd put himself into a bad movie.
Maybe. Who knows?
Or maybe the paycheck was just too much. But,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I can't... Like, Michael Fassbender's been in a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
So...
I think for me, the thing that's selling me so far on the concept is Assassin's Creed has, like, all these amazing vistas.
Yeah.
Just visual, like, just a great look into history. Mm-hmm. And if they can capture that magic on the big screen, and then they add in, like, real world parkour elements, that could be super cool just to see. It would be cool.
Yeah. They did at the end of the trailer have the infamous eagle dive.
With an eagle in the background.
I'm just like...
That's a crow, you idiot.
Whatever, same thing.
No. They're not the same thing.
Caw, it's an eagle.
Oh, God.
But yeah, he jumped off, like, an impossibly high church chapel.
Do you think he's gonna land in a haystack?
Most definitely, but it will be the biggest haystack you've ever seen.
Do you think so?
Like, it's not gonna be like the game where it's like, here's this body-sized basket that has waist-high levels of wheat in it.
I want to believe that he's gonna go through, like, 5 roof pitch tents.
Oh, okay.
And then land in a haystack. Because there's just no way. There's no way that he can survive that whole thing.
I don't know.
That's what I think.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it.
Cool. What's your last pick?
My last pick is about game closure. A whole studio got shut down, and it's surprising because it's Disney Infinity's studio.
Is it surprising?
Yes.
Why is it surprising? I want to know.
Because I feel like that gang has been doing nothing but gangbusters. I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about those games. Those games are always had great sales. The toys have always been selling great. Well, the popular characters at least.
Has the game been doing great in sales?
The game was doing great in sales. So it even says in the story here that the game was doing pretty good. So what happened...
Before you go that, what if I told you this?
What?
What if I told you in the last 15 years, or in the last 10 years, Disney has bought 10 game studios and closed each one of them?
They closed the Split Second studio?
Every studio they've bought in the past 10 years, they have shut down.
True. I did not think of that.
So now that you know that...
Now that is less surprising.
Remember Star Wars 1313?
I do remember Star Wars.
Do you know who shut that down?
Disney did.
Disney shut that down.
Oh, no.
So now finish your story, and let's see how much revelation this is.
Man, the revelations are pouring in already. But anyways.
Yep.
So what happened is that the Avalanche Software, they were 300 employees strong, got shut down. They were hot on the heels of releasing Disney Infinity 4.0.
4.0?
Yeah, because they're on 3.0.
Holy shit.
So they were going to do 4.0. So they had things in the works like 12-inch figures for
Oh my god.
like 12-inch figures for the very popular characters like Darth Vader, and they would do special stuff like light up and like have posability, but they would also be different than regular Darth Vader in the game.
Amazing.
They had story mode planned for this update. They were gonna have like an actual story mode. I think they got Ninja Theory to create. I believe it was a Star Wars Rogue One.
Yeah,
story. That was.
Yeah, I read about this. Yeah, they were doing a Rogue One stuff.
And so what seems to have destroyed them is what's called in business. It's called an inventory write down, which means there is a discrepancy between the amount of assets you have and the actual value of those assets.
Yep.
So it turns out that they overproduced on toys so hard that they killed themselves.
Yeah.
So the main culprit, the main figure, if I want to make a pun.
You mean there's one figure that they've overproduced on?
One figure that is the majority of their loss. What do you think that figure is?
Disney Infinity, Marvel, Star Wars.
There's a lot of options. There's Frozen.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm like, fuck, because Elsa would be a good choice, but one figure that they overproduced on? Shit. Can I go with... I don't know.
Remember, the target audience for this game is from 6 to 12.
Yeah, I know. I'm just... My problem is they have Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah.
But I know Disney proper is also...
It's also a threat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From one of the contenders. And I'm just like... I'm trying to think real hard about what was out in the past couple of years. You know what? I'm going to have to go with like a Frozen pack or something.
You're going to go with a Frozen pack?
Yeah.
Okay. You should have went with your gut. It was Marvel.
Fuck.
It was the Hulk.
No!
It was the Hulk. So, reportedly, they produced around... if I remember correctly, it was around 2 million Hulk units.
Yeah.
They only sold 1 million.
Only.
But they're sitting on 50% of their assets.
Yeah.
There are also certain toys, like in Guardians of the Galaxy. Who's the blue guy?
Yeah, the blue guy from... You mean Star-Lord's father figure?
The one who kidnapped him, pretty much. Yeah. He's played by Daryl's dude,
from Walking Dead.
Uncle in Walking Dead, or brother in Walking Dead. They made a figure of him.
I do remember seeing that.
Yeah, to round out the Guardians of the Galaxy cast.
No one bought them.
No one touched it.
Yeah.
There are sources who worked at Avalanche, quoted as saying, you actually couldn't give that toy away.
Aww.
Right. And so it just turns out that they overproduced on toys. Yeah. And the physical part of Toys to Life hurt them. And the other thing that hurt them was the introduction of Lego Dimensions.
Marco's crowded.
Yeah, so when Lego's Dimensions came in, they took a piece of that pie. They took a piece of that market share.
Yeah.
But the market share didn't grow.
Yep.
Their Toys to Life scene was already established, but then it was just fragmented even more.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have enough revenue or profits to actually recoup because they lost so much of their market to Lego.
Makes sense. I mean, if there was one I was going to go for, it was going to be Lego.
Yeah. So it turns out, so the difference between assets and value, it was around $147 million of discrepancy.
Yep.
Which is kind of nuts. But to think about to hear about what they had in store for the game sounds really cool. It turns out there was because Disney owns it, right? Even within Disney, there was very restrictive licensing issues. Mm-hmm. So if you had a Frozen figure, say you had Elsa, you couldn't use that Elsa figure on the Star Wars level.
No.
Only Star Wars character can be used in that.
Yeah.
And they said that probably really hurt them as well because fans I want to play as Elsa on Tatooine, right?
That's the problem with owning, but not necessarily having all the, I guess, restrictions undone.
Yeah, exactly. And then their workaround for that was the toy box, where within the game you could go to the toy box mode.
Yeah, but no one wants to do that.
Yeah, but then you're not technically that person. You're technically a toy of that person, so you can have whatever. But yeah, so like upon the revelation had live on the air of Disney shutting down all the game studios, this is less surprising, but it totally sucks to see that they mismanage inventory enough to just destroy them.
Yeah, and now kids, for all you youngins listen to that, when you hear a lot of people in the early days say that Nintendo would purposely underproduce amiibos, it was for situations like this.
It's safety.
Yes.
It's business safety.
They limit what they can do to keep the value high.
Yeah. And if that creates like a crazy aftermarket, like that's unfortunate. But usually for those really high-end ones, they'll reprint them.
Yeah, that's what happened with the original Wii.
Yeah, that's what happened with Mega Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah. And then that's why only recently Nintendo's gone on and reproduced Amiibros.
Man, that should have been the name from the get-go.
Amiibros?
Amiibros.
But what about when we have a female amiibo?
Girl can be my bro, too.
Amiibras?
Amiibra? Bruh. U-H. Amiibras.
Oh, gosh. No.
Are you my Amiibra?
No. Amiibos.
All right, fine. But yeah, so sorry to those people who lost their jobs.
Yeah.
But it makes for an interesting news story.
Yeah, no. It was before the news story broke, I remember seeing like EB Games or GameStop and was going to have half off everything Disney Infinity.
And so you're like, what's happening?
And I was like, maybe I'll go into Disney Infinity.
and now you know why.
And then I was just too lazy to go to the store.
Oh, okay.
And then Monday came around, the news broke, and I'm like, oh
I get it.
Oh, good thing I was too lazy.
So this makes me wonder: is the aftermarket on Disney Infinity and Skylanders is crazy already?
Yeah. Is
it gonna go up or down now?
So the ironic thing now is that that Hulk figure is gonna be like worth billions.
But if they're sitting on it, then they're probably just gonna destroy those figures.
Yeah, so you buy one now, and then like 10 years,
this
was the one
that killed a generation.
Yeah, because it's gonna have the history behind it.
Yeah,
especially if they do admit to like we had to destroy all these. Then you'll know that you have like there's just no more.
So we should go buy a Hulk figure.
Oh, if you see a Hulk figure, guys, stock up.
We're going for a Walmart run later.
Maybe.
But yeah, so it's kind of sucks, but it's kind of cool. I played Disney Infinity a couple times. It seemed like a lot of fun. I just wasn't ready to invest in the physical space that Toys to Life needs.
Yeah. Oh well, it's a shame.
Yeah.
But that's it for our picks, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's all of them.
That's great, but there's a great way to transition from this because I was going to talk about another Disney video game property.
Tell me all about it.
It's called Star Wars Battlefront.
That's old news, Vince.
Yes it is. But this weekend they had their free trial to everybody who owns the game of their first expansion, which is the Outer Rim.
Okay.
And I believe the Outer Rim is somewhere in the Star Wars universe. I'm assuming somewhere in the Outer Rim.
Why are you saying
and where you do stuff.
Why'd you say Outer Rim like that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, new maps, a new game mode called, I believe it's Extraction.
Okay.
And new characters, Greedo and some dude.
Some guy.
I can't remember who he was. Yeah, I don't know.
This doesn't sound like a fun time.
The wells run dry on Star Wars characters to use as heroes.
Okay. And then is the new mode at least any good?
So the new mode is pretty much, if we were talking about Overwatch last week.
Yeah.
It's like payload. So there's a thing that you have, if you're on the good guy side, you have to get basically a cargo truck to one side of the map.
Okay. With
checkpoints in between.
Yeah.
And if you're on the bad guy side or the defending, you got to stop that from happening. Mm-hmm. In Overwatch, all you had to do as the allies was just stand near it. Mm-hmm. In this one, you have to hit a button on it, and it'll always go, even if you're not around it or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then the defense would have to hit that button to turn it off and stop.
Okay.
And it's a fun mode. It's a constant struggle. It keeps you moving around the map. I believe it's 8-on-8, and it's fun. It works. Battlefield or Battlefront again has been updated. Shooting feels a lot tighter now. It's not so floaty anymore. It's a bit more precise. It's nice. Game still looks great. Sounds amazing.
I forget, was that game Hitscan?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The lasers didn't have travel on them?
No.
Okay.
No. It was, but the lasers were slow.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. The lasers. So I remember before, like the lasers had a bit of lead out to them.
Okay.
Because you had to lead out your lasers quite a bit.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like that anymore.
So now it's hit scan. Now it's just.
It's not quite hit scan, but
Okay.
it's tighter. It's tight enough where you're like, I can get used to this.
Okay.
And it's tons of fun in short burst sessions. It's great. I'll wait till the season pass is like $5 for everything, then I'll buy it.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's a good excuse to go back into Battlefront. I'll definitely check it out.
When does the fun time end? The free fun time?
By the time I listen to this, it's already over.
Oh, that sucks.
It's just for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, so that was great. And then I haven't really been doing much of the week, except I've just been cleaning up my toys and stuff. I put a lot of stuff in boxes, put a lot of stuff away.
If you want to see them, you can go on our Facebook page, Three Nerds in a Basement.
According to our Facebook page, a lot of people have seen them.
A lot of people have seen them.
And I've been just rearranging some stuff, setting up new displays and whatnot. And in the meantime, I've just been having some stuff on in the background. So I listened to stand-ups on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
The first one was pretty old. It was, oh crap, I forget his name. Troy Abed.
Donald Glover?
Donald Glover, his weirdo one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. That was hilarious.
There are some jokes in there that I cannot repeat.
Oh no, you cannot repeat some of his jokes.
I like the beginning of that stand-up special where he's in the taxi with the driver and he's like,
yeah.
Do your parents know? Yeah, they're gonna be at the show. Oh, they're at the show?
Yo.
What, you get dirty? He's like, yeah, I gotta. It's like, oh man, you better be careful. Your mom's in the crowd. Like, that whole conversation was hilarious.
Yeah. He's like, you should get one of your boys to videotape it.
And then like bleep out all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Then send it.
And then the cab driver gets in an argument on the road.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I love New York.
Yeah. That whole special is funny from like front to back.
Yeah, it's great. It's from 2012. I'm super late to the party on this one, but yeah, I recommend watching it. Some great jokes. I think his ending one is great. It's a story about going to Home Depot.
Oh, that one's great.
And when he described it, I'm like, oh yeah, he's right. Home Depot is the childhood killer.
Yeah. If you ever go into Home Depot and you see a faucet and you're like, whoa, a faucet, you have died.
Yeah. It's like, those knobs are kind of cute. You're dead. Your childhood is dead. Thank God I'm not there yet.
True.
I know you love Home Depot.
I like walking into Home Depot because I feel like I'm being productive just by being there.
Yeah, because you feel like an adult.
I feel like an adult.
Your childhood is dead.
What are you talking about? No, it's not.
No, it's
I just
dead.
bought a bunch of Tsum Tsums.
You're just a girl.
Oh no! I've been caught. Busted.
Yeah. So I watched that, and then I watched another one with an actress from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Chelsea Peretti.
Okay.
Her stand-up, forget what it was called. I think
I
it was
haven't seen that.
from 2014, 2015. And it was funny. Not as good as the Donald Glover one, but it was there's some fun jokes. But she plays it as if she's a little loony.
Okay.
Like she's
a little got some screws loose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like she's doing the stand-up, but you're seeing it from her perspective.
Okay.
So she's looking out into the audience.
Oh, weird.
And there's like shit that's happening that she only sees mentally in her head.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That sounds cool.
And I'm just like, what? And I'm like, is that funny? I don't know. And she continues on with her bit.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay. Oh, yeah. No, it was fun. If you like her comedy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like that style of comedy, you'll probably like her stand-up.
Okay. If you are still in the stand-up mood,
I'll probably be a...
Okay, I have 3 recommendations.
Okay.
You can take them or leave them.
All right.
One is Bo Burnham. He does certain jokes, and he really plays into the crowd a lot. He's pretty good. Something by Bill Burr. I really like. He's just a bald guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
He's
about.
really fun. And then for the darkest comedy you've ever heard in your life, a special by Anthony Jeselnik.
Okay.
I think all 3 of those should be available on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, Anthony Jeselnik is like super dark, like the darkest of comedy. So I don't know if you'll like that one.
That sounds like it's right up your alley.
All right, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it sounds like you jack off to that, man.
Oh, no, whoa, too far. Too far. You found a line, and you're like, whoa, a line, and then you crossed it, and it's like too far.
I didn't cross it, man. I long jumped over
you
that
jumped
shit.
over it. You took a running start.
Yeah.
And you're like, woo! Screw you, line.
Took that line, I took my car, and I drove right by it.
Too far.
Okay. But yeah, that was my week.
Cool.
What's yours about?
My week is pretty quick. I got a new album.
Like an LP?
Like
EP?
an LP. Like a
Actually,
vinyl.
wait, can you clear this up for me? What's the difference between an LP and an EP?
I don't know.
Okay, thanks, buddy. Thanks.
I think an EP is like it's like a single.
Yeah.
Like, and then like an LP is like the whole album, but
Can I just hit pause right there? Like, listeners, I want you guys to get this visual reference. Anthony is trying to tell me about music, and he doesn't know while he's wearing a Led Zeppelin t-shirt.
I know Led Zeppelin. I like Led Zeppelin. I don't know the difference between the LP and the EP.
Okay.
I haven't looked that one up yet. I just know the difference between like 45s and like the different types of vinyls.
Wrong conversation.
I know. I'm sorry. So it is called Meow the Jewels. So there's a rap group I really like.
Okay.
Called Run the Jewels.
Alright.
Last year their album Run the Jewels 2 was pretty much regarded like the zeitgeist was crazy. Like people were just like, this is the best hip hop album ever made, period. It got awards left, right, and center. Yeah. So what they did is that they made a remix album of a lot of the stuff on Run the Jewels 2 involving cats.
Cats.
Yeah. So they got a lot of their friends to remix a lot of songs and involve cat sounds within the song.
Oh.
Right? And it's called Meow the Jewels. So like the front cover, their logo is like, it's like two severed hands. One is holding a gun and the other one's holding a chain. But in this one, it's two severed cat paws.
Yeah.
One's holding a gun, one's holding a chain. But so on the cool thing about the album, like it's the physical vinyl, is there's fur on it. So you can like touch the paws and it's like cat fur.
Wow.
And when you pull out on the front cover, it's just one big, you know, like when you get a carpet sample?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Like a square?
But it's a square of like fake cat fur.
What?
And it's just all furry. When you open it, you get like, there's some posters, some stickers. There's redos of the art that's on the inside of the original vinyl. To have cats with guns, like doing drive-bys out of a car and stuff. All of their songs have been renamed to involve meow or some sort of cat pun. And then the vinyls themselves are like a brown, like a tabby cat brown with like some streaks of black in it to represent like, it's like this is the fur of a cat, like this is a fur pattern.
Yeah.
It's like the whole package is really cool.
Sounds weird.
It's super weird. The cool thing about it is that 100% of the profits of this album goes to charity.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so they were like for our success, we feel like we should give something back. And so if you go down to your local record store, I don't think it actually promotes it on the if you get a fresh one, it doesn't promote it on the cover or on the wrap.
Yeah.
But when you open it up, there's a tagline that says 100% of the profits go to that, and I thought that was pretty cool. So like,
neat.
It would have just been like a really funny personal passing thing. But if you guys have ever heard of Run the Jewels, or you haven't heard of them, and you want to like check them out after this, like I recommend giving a listen to their latest album. It is really good if you like rap.
Yeah.
Like you kind of, they're like,
who doesn't like rap?
I guess, yeah. We're in the age of rap, so yeah. Run the Jewels, they're a really good band.
We are not in the age of rap. Rap is gone, my friend.
We're in the age of rap.
No, man, rap hasn't been around since the 90s.
No. But yeah, so it's just really cool, and if you really like them, if you're into the vinyl scene, it is a cool like little collector's thing. And then you also have the whole thing of your money goes straight to charity.
That's nice.
So yeah, it's a cool little thing I just want to bring up.
Neat.
And then the other thing I've been doing is I've been playing a new game. It's called Aegis of Earth.
This is a board game?
No, it's a PS4 game.
Oh.
Well, it's a PS4 Vita game.
Oh.
Aegis of Earth Protonovus Assault. So this takes place in a world where pretty much aliens have come over and totally like effed your S up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
And so think of it like Attack on Titan, where like humans are relegated to this like sphere or this circle town.
Yeah,
pretty much
a dome.
Some would say, and that you have built up the assault force. Each city has its own assault force, and you have to fight off aliens. Pretty much.
Okay.
The game is a tower defense game.
Oh, okay.
So the circle, you have your main command center in the center, obviously. And there are rings going around the command center that get wider and wider, obviously, as it goes out. So you place buildings and weapons and turrets and different types of stuff on these circles. And enemies can come at you in any direction. So you have to constantly... It's pretty much a robot city. You have to constantly change rings that you're controlling and switch them to face the enemy based on where you've built stuff. Mm-hmm. And you can have, like, if you build certain things close together, you can have a lot of stuff attacking at once. Later on in the game, or pretty early, but you unlock the ability to combine buildings. Oh. So if I have 3 cannon buildings, one on each ring, and they're right in front of the next, though up to 3 of them will combine, and all of their powers will combine into one big gun and one big thing. And it's a really simple, just like strategy tower defense. There's also some population management. So the better you do, the happier your citizens become. And then also because you are making your citizens happy and having a safe city, other civilians will want to come from other cities to live in your city.
I see.
And then you have to balance out both accommodating residents, keeping their happiness levels up, having weapons, and also the power level of your city. So you can't just like if say I had $1 bajillion, you can't just like dump all the guns, because then you wouldn't have enough money to collect, or you wouldn't have enough residency space to collect taxes from your residents, and you wouldn't have enough power generation to actually power all of those things. So you got to kind of strike a balance between managing your city and also keeping everybody safe. So far, it's been super simple. So right now I have a cannon, which is very mid-range. I have a Gatling gun, which is short range, but just kind of pecks at enemies. And then I have missile launchers, which are super long range, but they're only good on slow enemies.
I see.
And so it's a rock, paper, scissors battle. Of like, this guy's he's coming at me, but he's just gonna chill in the back. The only thing that's gonna touch him is missile launchers. So I have to rotate it here. But then on the other side, there could be another pack of like really small monsters that are trying to get into your city and wreck your shit. Yeah. So it's just like, it's a rock, paper, scissors game. And it's so far as you get like more stuff, you get R&D. It seems like you can go to different cities eventually. But yeah, you got like a ragtag crew. Your city's not really attacked, so the army just sends kind of all their kind of weirdos there. Yeah, it's very anime.
Of course.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's not a full price game.
No,
I believe it's $44.99.
Ouch.
Canadian.
Ouch.
So yeah, it's a pretty budget title. So you kind of get what you pay for.
It's a lot of money.
I like it. It's fun. It's like a great time killer. There's nothing about it that I'm just going, oh man, it's doing something crazy unique.
So you bought this at full price?
Well, no, I shop a lot at this used game store in our city.
They just had it?
And they had it new for less.
Okay.
Like brand new for less. So I got it for like 30, 35.
Okay.
But yeah, I really like it. Like maybe wait till it goes down in price, or maybe find a used copy. But
yeah, because you say $45, I'm just thinking about what else I could buy for that. I'm like, there's that Uncharted collection.
Yeah.
There's that Valkyria Chronicles remaster.
Those are all games you played already.
Yeah, but those are games I love.
True. And yeah, this game's it's okay.
Okay.
It's like a good like, I've been playing it as like an in between thing. Like, oh, I got to do something soon. Here, I'll just like knock out a few strikes and then go on my way.
All right.
But yeah, I do enjoy it.
Sounds good.
Check it out if that seems interesting to you.
Cool.
But that's pretty much been my like new stuff in my week.
Wow.
More Yakuza still. Still playing Yakuza 5. I've given up on 100%.
Good.
because it's super tedious.
Yep.
It turns out to get 100% completion, you literally have to do every single thing available in the game, not just collectibles and story stuff. Like, you have to do every single special move in the game.
Good.
You have to eat every single menu item at every single restaurant in every city.
In one playthrough?
Well, you can do a bunch of New Game Pluses, but it's still annoying. There's like certain special moves you can only get during certain story fights.
Wow.
So if you miss it, you're boned.
Wow.
Yeah. You have to get the high score on every mini game.
Whoa.
So you have to learn how to play like Mahjong, like Japanese Mahjong, and also beat everyone. You have to go play CeeLo, the dice game where you call evens or odds or whatever.
On the trophy for it, does it say, like, for the description, does it say each thing individually, or does it just say do everything?
It just says achieve 100% completion.
Oh.
And then because there is a handy dandy list, there's like a completion tab in the menu. Like, everything you got to do in that tab is insane.
Wow.
So I think what I'm just going to do is that, because I've done all the side missions.
Yes.
I think I'm just going to go do New Game Plus EX hard mode, and then I'm done. I'm done with You Could Survive.
You should just be done with it now.
But I just want to get that last trophy.
Why? You're not going to get 100%.
Yeah, but then it's a gold.
But you're not going to get 100%.
It's a gold trophy.
What does that do?
It ups my level.
You still care about that, man? It's 2016.
I'm level 22, and I'm like halfway to 23.
All right.
Don't judge me.
I'm not the one judging you. Everyone listening is judging you.
They are. Oh no. No.
Just remember, the average trophy level of our listeners is like 4.
So?
And you're 23, and you're like, I gotta keep crushing it.
I'm 22 and a half.
Wow.
Whatever, man. There's one person on my friends list who's higher than me. It bothers me so much. But she has like 40 platinums, so.
Wow. You gotta have a lot of time to do that, though. Dedication.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't. Because you just buy all the shitty games that are.
So then why'd you do that?
Well, it just feels cheap. Like, I'm going to go buy a copy of Terminator Salvation. That game has 6 trophies. They're all gold, and you can get them in one playthrough.
Do it.
I don't want to play that game, though.
Why? You want that trophy, though.
But I don't want to play good games.
Don't you want to be the leader?
I want to have a lot of trophies in games I like. Like Galgun.
No, you can't do that. Those are counterintuitive. Because if you want the most trophies, you got to play everything.
I don't have to.
Then stop caring.
No.
See?
It's a catch-22,
Vince. It is. It's either you take it all, or you drop it.
That doesn't sound fun.
Take it all.
I don't want to be that guy who buys that Avatar video game and presses X.
You are 95% of the way there, for the fact that you still care.
Man. I'm just going to keep sitting on the fence.
Okay.
I'm going to keep sitting on the fence.
Okay. That's a good place to end the show. Thanks for listening, everybody. You know where to find us on the internet. You can either write in at tniab.letters@gmail.com.
You can go on Facebook.
We're there. We're there, totally there. If you listen on YouTube, leave a comment in the comment section down below. And
one of us will answer it.
One of us, both of us. We'll definitely read it.
All 3 of us. TJ, get a YouTube account.
I'm pretty sure TJ can just access the one we're using now.
Yeah, true. I think he can.
Yeah. Because the password is blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 password.
Yeah. And, make sure you stick around if you're checking out the anime stuff.
Yeah, we're going to talk about anime.
Yeah, we're just about to record that, so...
That's what I did.
What?
I caught up on all the anime.
Oh.
But we can talk about it at the anime show.
We can. Sure. That's a thing we could do. Maybe.
We'll see.
All right, then. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you guys in 1 week's time.
See you later.